Do you ever feel like you just become a different person depending on who you're around? I feel like when I'm with people at school, I kind of become more stupid. Like I'm more prone to just saying something stupid and making like a racist joke or something that I catch myself like, damn, that did not just come out of my mouth. But when I'm with people at like church and stuff, different types of people with different preset personalities, I feel like I drop some wisdom that I'm like, damn, let me write that down. I can't believe I just said that. And it goes so many ways, right? Depending on who you're with, people's energy, people's spirit, or I don't even know, their personality or something, it just changes you. It's like you have multiple gears in your mind of what to turn on, your monkey brain or your sophisticated brain or your, I don't know, relaxed brain. Depending on who you're with, they will change that, and you can't manually change it yourself. Your environment brings that out of you. I find that so interesting. I don't really know why. It's just been on my mind a lot lately. That no matter how far in this self-improvement thing I think I am, no matter who I think I am in my head and in my heart, if I'm with like the right type of people, I'll do something crazy. If I'm with the wrong type of people, I'll do something crazy. Like people will just bring that certain side out of you. And so you really have to believe me when I say that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Think about when you're a child, right? When you're an infant, itty bitty little boy. Who was I learning from when I was 5, when I was 4, when I was 3? Well, note to self, okay? Children don't learn, they imitate. Who do we imitate? We imitate our parents, right? Personality traits are not genetic. Okay, maybe a little bit, but for the most part, they're imitated. You watch how your parents behave, react to when they're angry, or react when they receive a gift, or react to anything, right? You watch and learn. Children imitate, animals imitate. That's how we learn. So as human beings, like we literally don't change that as we grow older. You know, we still watch, we still imitate. So watching someone like me, for example, on YouTube right now, you're slightly becoming more like me just from hearing me speak. You're gonna copy maybe my mannerisms or my language or however I speak, right? You're subconsciously doing that whether you like it or not. So even more so for the people that you spend time with in real life over and over and over again. Maybe it's people at school or your colleagues or I don't know, however old you are. Whoever you spend the most time with, that's who you're going to become. So if you're spending time with people you can't genuinely say are good people who you want to aspire to be, well, who are you spending time with? You're spending time with people who you deem lower than you, who are like, yeah, they're not perfect, they're not great people, but I don't take from them. I don't like become more like, yes you do, shut up, okay? Yes you do. Biologically, psychologically, it's in your nervous system. You can't stop that process of becoming more like the people you spend your time with, that you speak with, that you call your friends, even if they aren't your friends, whoever it may be. That's why the music you listen to, especially lyrics, right? We're in a time, 2024, or whenever you watch this, where music is just like, you're supposed to, like, it's normal to listen to music on the way to school, on the way home, like on the way to the gym, during your workout. Every single day, waking moment of your life is spent listening to music. The lyrics are going to matter so much, at least so much more than you think. Imagine you hear someone tell you like a certain thing every single day over and over and over, and it gets stuck in your head. It's almost like you're looking yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself something like an affirmation. Eventually you're gonna start believing it, or at least acting it out in some way, right? Like, oh, drugs are cool, drugs are cool, drugs are cool. Don't quote me, like don't clip me, okay? But someone's gonna clip me. Oh well. Imagine you hear that every single day, even if you're like the farthest away from drugs ever. Eventually you're gonna start thinking that. Trust me, even if it's after years, your brain just works like that. We're still kind of like monkey brain, goo goo gaga, monkey see, monkey do. Okay, I don't know why. No matter how intellectual you think you are, your nervous system, your body biologically, it doesn't understand the difference between you hearing something and actually not hearing something, imagining something and actually seeing it. Imagining doing something and actually doing it. Your brain cannot tell the difference. What the heck is that? Your brain cannot tell the difference, okay? Like, okay, imagine yourself, I don't know. I don't even know. But like if I imagine myself in the wilderness being chased by a bear and I have to run as fast as possible, my heart starts beating. If I imagine something scary like, oh my gosh, I have a deadline to meet tomorrow and I didn't start my essay yet, my heart starts beating. It's literally like if I just imagine it. You know what I'm saying. Just because I don't have good examples doesn't mean it's not true, okay? Shut up. So anyway, back to the point. The people you spend your time with, your environments, right? They not only change you in the way you behave, but they change you in the way you see yourself. And when you spend enough time in these environments with these people, that's when it becomes really dangerous. Because for a day, yeah, you can go to a party, you don't usually drink or do drugs or whatever, and you just do it for a day, but then you feel bad the next day. Sure. It did change your behavior, but it didn't change your identity. So you're fine. But if you spend enough time in that environment and you become someone who you don't want to be, you're kind of cooked, right? Because you're spending time around people who you don't want to be, in environments you don't want to be in, or at least for a long term, or aspire to be. Like, if you can't look up to yourself, if you had someone that you wanted to look up to you and they saw you in these environments doing these things and you would want to hide from them, that's probably not a good thing, right? Like, if my little sister saw me partying and vaping and drinking, not saying I do that, then I'd want to hide, you know? I'd want to be like, oh my gosh, it's embarrassing. Or if my parents saw, I would want to hide, right? I would think it's embarrassing. I'd want to hide, conceal it for a reason. It's because a lot of times we sacrifice self-respect for pleasure. It's not worth it. That's too high of a price to pay. Anyway, once you start seeing yourself as that kind of person, inferior to where you feel like you could be or supposed to be, that's when it starts to get really dangerous. That's a mosquito. That's a huge mosquito. I gotta get out of this jungle, bro. Because think about it. You're spending like rep day after day, day after day. You practice a skill, you get better at it. You practice piano every day, you get better at it. Practice guitar every day, you get better at it. If you're partying every day, spending time with degenerate people every day, eventually you're gonna get good at it, right? You're gonna get good at doing all these things. Everything is a habit in life. Everything that you're building every single day is a habit. Your brain is either learning or what's the word? Deteriorating in a skill. You're either improving at something or you're losing it. And it's all a byproduct. It's all an outcome of your habits. What do you do on a daily basis? Who do you spend time with on a daily basis? Your life is set on that trajectory, right? Regardless of whether you like it or not. If you deny it, I don't care. It's your loss. And I didn't believe it for a long time. I'm like, how can the people I spend time with affect me that much? It doesn't matter. How can the places I go affect me that much? I know who I am. Like, no. First of all, you're a 17 little boy. Like, you have no idea who the hell you even are. So the people are going to influence you even more. Number two, no matter what age you are, where you are, and who you spend your time with, and what you listen to, and the words you let in, the voices you let into your mind, like me speaking to you right now, the song you listened to this morning, the books you read, it all affects you. Regardless of whether you accept it or not. Don't be stupid. Actually take control of your life. That was a mosquito. Gotta get out of the jungle, bro. I'm in the middle of like... So yeah, spend time with people you actually look up to. You'll become like them. Listen to songs with lyrics that actually help you. Use music as a tool. Use books as a tool. Use everything is at your disposal. Nothing is either good or bad. You choose how you use them, right? Maybe drugs. That's just straight up gonna kill you. But you know, you have common sense. I trust you. Yeah, so that's my rant. It's just been on my mind lately how everyone my age is having like casual sex, degeneracy, drugs, and now that I keep saying these words in my videos, there's no monetization for these. I mean, there goes the monetization. Oh well, who needs monetization? I'm a student in high school. I don't need money yet. If you want to hear more from a 17-year-old trying to figure out life, subscribe. It's a win-win for both of us. As always, get after it.